The Colosseum, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, stands as one of the most iconic symbols of ancient Rome's grandeur and its legacy of power, entertainment, and architectural brilliance. This monumental arena, located in the heart of Rome, has witnessed countless legendary battles, gladiatorial contests, and spectacles that define the cultural and social life of the Roman Empire. In this video, we will explore the history of the Colosseum, its construction, the epic battles that took place within its massive stone walls, and the enduring legacy it has left behind. Join us as we uncover the stories of the gladiators, emperors, and citizens who breathed life into this ancient arena, making it one of the most remarkable structures in human history. The historical background, the birth of the Colosseum. The story of the Colosseum begins in the aftermath of a tumultuous period in Roman history. The Roman Empire, having endured the chaotic reign of Emperor Nero and the subsequent civil war known as the Year of the Four Emperors 69 CE, sought stability and the restoration of public confidence in the leadership. It was in this context that the Flavian dynasty rose to power, with Vespasian becoming emperor in 69 CE. Vespasian, a pragmatic and experienced military leader, understood the importance of public relations and sought to distance his rule from the excesses of Nero. Nero had built a grand palace complex, the Domus Aurea Golden House, which included a massive artificial lake on the site where the Colosseum now stands. To reclaim the space for the public and to win the favor of the Roman people, Vespasian ordered the construction of a grand amphitheater that would serve as a venue for public entertainment, embodying the power and generosity of the new Flavian regime. Construction of the Colosseum began in 70 CE and was largely completed by 80 CE, under the reign of Vespasian's son, Titus. The official opening of the Colosseum was marked by 100 days of games, during which thousands of animals and gladiators fought in a spectacle of blood and grandeur that showcased the might of the Roman Empire. The Colosseum quickly became the epicenter of Roman public life, where citizens from all walks of life gathered to witness the most thrilling and brutal entertainment of the ancient world. The construction, a marvel of Roman engineering. The construction of the Colosseum was a colossal engineering feat, reflecting the advanced skills and ingenuity of Roman architects and engineers. Built on the site of Nero's former palace, the Colosseum was designed to accommodate up to 50,000 to 80,000 spectators, making it the largest amphitheater ever built in the Roman Empire. The elliptical structure measures 189 meters long, 156 meters wide, and stands 48 meters high, with a complex network of vaults, corridors, and staircases that allow for efficient movement of large crowds. The Colosseum was constructed primarily from travertine limestone, tufa type of volcanic rock, and concrete, materials that were both durable and readily available in the region. The exterior of the Colosseum was originally clad in white marble, much of which has since been stripped away for use in other building projects over the centuries. The full weight of the Colosseum is characterized by 3 tiers of arches, each adorned with half columns in the Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian orders, reflecting the Roman mastery of classical architecture. One of the most impressive features of the Colosseum's design is its intricate system of vaults and arches, which not only supported the massive weight of the structure but also provided flexibility and strength. The arena itself was a wooden floor covered with sand, beneath which lay a complex network of underground chambers known as the Hypogeum. The Hypogeum housed the gladiators, wild animals, and stage machinery, and it was connected to the surface by a series of lifts and trapdoors, allowing for dramatic and sudden appearances during the games. The seating arrangement of the Colosseum reflected the rigid social hierarchy of Roman society. The best seats, closest to the arena, were reserved for the emperor, senators, and other high-ranking officials, while the upper tiers were occupied by the common citizens, with women and slaves relegated to the highest and most distant sections. Despite these divisions, The Colosseum was a place where Romans of all classes could come together to experience the thrill of the games and the shared spectacle of the arena. The spectacles, gladiators, beast hunts, and naval battles. The Colosseum was home to a wide variety of spectacles, each designed to entertain and captivate the Roman populace. These events were often held in conjunction with religious festivals, military victories, or imperial celebrations, and they served not only as entertainment but also as a means of demonstrating the power and authority of the emperor. Gladiatorial combat, the heart of the Colosseum. The most famous and enduring spectacle of the Colosseum was the gladiatorial combat. Gladiators were typically slaves, prisoners of war, or condemned criminals who were trained to fight in the arena. However, some free men, known as octorati, voluntarily became gladiators in search of fame, fortune, or the thrill of combat. Gladiators were trained in special schools, or ludi, where they learned the skills of armed combat under the watchful eyes of experienced trainers. They were equipped with a variety of weapons and armor, depending on their fighting style and classification. Some of the most well-known types of gladiators included the murmillo, who fought with a sword and large shield, the retiarius, armed with a trident and net, and the secutor, who was heavily armored and specialized in close combat. Gladiatorial contests were highly choreographed, with the matches carefully planned to maximize drama and excitement. Fights could be one-on-one duels, group battles, or stage recreations of famous military conflicts. While not all gladiatorial bouts ended in death, the possibility of a fatal outcome added to the tension and thrill of the spectacle. The fate of a defeated gladiator was often decided by the crowd or the emperor, with the famous gesture of the thumbs up or down signaling life or death. Despite the brutal nature of the sport, successful gladiators could achieve fame and adoration comparable to that of modern sports stars. Their names and exploits were celebrated in graffiti, poems, and even official records. And some gladiators became so popular that they were able to earn their freedom and live out their lives in relative luxury. Venations, the beast hunts. Another popular form of entertainment in the Colosseum was the Venations, or beast hunts, where wild animals from across the Roman Empire were pitted against each other, or against human combatants. These events were intended to showcase the power and reach of the empire, with animals such as lions, tigers, bears, elephants, and even exotic creatures like giraffes and rhinoceroses being brought to Rome from distant provinces. The Venations were often elaborate affairs, with the arena transformed into a simulated natural environment complete with trees, hills, and rivers. Hunters, known as venators, would engage in combat with the animals, displaying their courage and skill to the delight of the crowd. Sometimes, condemned criminals were also thrown into the arena to face the beasts, providing a grim reminder of the consequences of defying Roman law. The logistics of the Venations were staggering, with thousands of animals being captured, transported, and housed in the Colosseum's underground chambers. These events were not only a display of Roman might, but also a testament to the empire's ability to control and exploit the natural world for the purposes of entertainment. Naumachia, naval battles in the Colosseum. One of the most extraordinary spectacles ever staged in the Colosseum was the Naumachia, or naval battles, which were reenactments of famous sea battles. To stage these events, the arena was flooded with water, transforming it into a massive artificial lake where ships could maneuver and engage in combat. The Naumachia required immense logistical planning and resources, as the ships had to be constructed, transported, and crewed by hundreds of men. These battles were often violent and chaotic, with the participants fighting to the death in front of the cheering crowd. The Naumachia were a rare and expensive spectacle, typically reserved for special occasions, but they left a lasting impression on those who witnessed them. The ability to stage such events within the Colosseum is a testament to the ingenuity and engineering prowess of the Romans, who were able to transform the arena into a venue for both land and sea battles. While the naumachia were less frequent than other forms of entertainment, they added to the diverse array of spectacles that made the Colosseum a centerpiece of Roman public life. The role of the emperors, power, politics, and public entertainment. The spectacles held in the Colosseum were not merely entertainment. They were also powerful tools of political propaganda. The emperors of Rome understood that the support of the populace was essential to maintaining their rule, and the games provided a way to win the favor of the people and demonstrate the emperor's power and generosity. Many emperors, including Titus, Domitian, Trajan, and Commodus, took an active role in organizing and attending the games. They often sat in a special box known as the pulvinar, where they could be seen by the entire audience, reinforcing their status as the supreme rulers of the empire. The games were also an opportunity for the emperor to display his wealth and magnanimity, as the costs of staging these events were borne by the imperial treasury. The games were used to celebrate military victories, such as Trajan's Dacian Wars, during which he staged a massive series of games that included over 10,000 gladiators and the slaughter of thousands of animals. These events were designed to highlight the emperor's military prowess and to reinforce the idea of Rome's invincibility. In some cases, the games also served as a means of distracting the populace from political or social issues. The famous phrase "panem et circenses, bread and circuses," reflects the Roman policy of providing free grain and entertainment to keep the masses content and prevent unrest. The Colosseum, with its spectacular shows and gladiatorial combats, played a central role in this strategy, offering a way to maintain social order and reinforce the emperor's control over the city. The decline of the Colosseum, from arena to ruin. The Colosseum's role as the epicenter of Roman entertainment began to decline in the 5th century CE, as the Roman Empire faced increasing internal strife and external pressures. The last recorded gladiatorial games took place in 404 CE, during the reign of Emperor Honorius, after which the popularity of such spectacles waned, in part due to the growing influence of Christianity, which condemned the bloodshed and pagan rituals associated with the games. As the Western Roman Empire crumbled, the Colosseum fell into disrepair. Earthquakes in the 5th and 6th centuries caused significant damage to the structure, and over time, the arena was abandoned and repurposed for various uses. During the Middle Ages, the Colosseum was used as a fortress, a quarry for building materials, and even as a Christian shrine. Despite its decline, the Colosseum remained a potent symbol of Rome's former glory. Renaissance artists and scholars, inspired by the ruins of ancient Rome, sought to preserve the Colosseum as a monument to the achievements of the past. In the 18th and 19th centuries, efforts were made to stabilize and restore the structure, and today, it stands as one of the most visited tourist attractions in the world. The legacy of the Colosseum, a timeless symbol of Rome. The Colosseum's legacy is one of enduring fascination and significance. It is a monument to the engineering prowess and architectural brilliance of the Romans, as well as a symbol of the complexities and contradictions of their society. The arena where thousands of lives were lost in brutal combat now serves as a reminder of the darker aspects of human history, while also celebrating the cultural and artistic achievements of one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever known. Today, the Colosseum continues to captivate the imagination of millions of people from around the globe. It has been featured in countless films, books, and documentaries, and it remains a powerful symbol of the Roman Empire's influence on Western culture. The Colosseum is not just a relic of the past. It is a living testament to the enduring power of history and the human spirit. Conclusion: the Colosseum, with its towering arches and crumbling stones, stands as a witness to the triumphs and tragedies of the Roman Empire. From the blood-soaked sands of the arena to the roaring crowds that once filled its seats, the Colosseum is a place where history comes alive, where the echoes of gladiators, emperors, and ordinary Romans can still be heard. As we reflect on the history and legendary battles that took place within this ancient arena, we are reminded of the complexities of Roman society and the enduring impact of its cultural and architectural legacy. The Colosseum is more than just a building. It is a symbol of the power, ambition, and creativity that defined an empire. If you've enjoyed this journey through the history of the Colosseum, be sure to subscribe to the World History Flow channel for more deep dives into the world's most fascinating historical landmarks. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below about what other ancient wonders you'd like to explore next. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to take you on our next adventure into the past.